Find the factors of the expression 8x cubed minus 4x squared plus 6x minus 3. The first question you ask yourself is, what method of grouping should I use? And the key here, or the clue at least, is that there are 4 terms in this expression. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just note that as I underline them, I'm including the sign in front of each term. Try and get into the habit of thinking of the sign in front of each term as being part of the term. So there are 4 terms, and that is a very strong indication that it's grouping. Now, it's not a rule. There isn't a rule that says it has to be grouping. But when you see 4 terms, it's a good, strong clue that very often you're going to use grouping. Now, if we are using grouping, let's break this up into 2 distinct pieces. So 8x cubed minus 4x squared, that's the first pair. And then plus 6x minus 3. And if you ask, do we need to include the plus? Yes, you do. Now, 8x cubed minus 4x squared. Previously in the last section we did these in a number of steps, and we did them in 5 steps. It's possible to look at these and write the answer down in one line. So if you haven't got there, we'll try and explain it right now. You look for the greatest common factor of 8 and 4, the biggest number, in other words, that divides evenly into 4 and into 8, and the biggest number that goes into each of those evenly is 4. So write that down. You look at the x's. It's x in both cases. The smallest part is x squared, so write that down. 4x squared. And now you ask yourself, what do I need to multiply 4x squared by to give me each of these original expressions? So what do I need to multiply 4x squared by to give me 8x cubed? What do I need to multiply 4 by to give me 8? 2. I need to multiply 4 by 2 to give me 8, so write a 2 down here. And then I'm asking as well, what do I need to multiply x squared by to get x cubed? Well, there's a difference in the power of 1, so you need 1x, okay? X to the power of 1. So that'll be 2x. Now you ask yourself, what do I need to multiply 4x squared by to give me negative 4x squared? That was in the original expression. Well, you're going to need a negative sign, certainly. And then 4x squared times what gives you 4x squared? It's the same thing. Well, what do you multiply to get the same thing? By 1. Okay. So 4x squared times 2x minus 1. If you want to multiply that quickly in your head to make sure that you get 8x cubed minus 4x squared, please do so. Right, let's move on to the other side. Plus 6x minus 3. We're going to do the same thing here. So first of all, you ask yourself, is what number goes into 6 and into 3 evenly? What's the biggest number that divides evenly into 6 and into 3? And the biggest number that divides into both of them evenly is 3. And we'll make it plus 3 because this one started with a plus 6x minus 3. So we'll make this a plus as well. There's no letter this time because there was an x here, but there's no letter at the end. So there is no letter. There's no letter that appears in both parts, so we don't include a letter here. Right, then we open up our parentheses and you ask yourself, what do I need to multiply 3 by to get 6x? Well, I need to multiply 3 by 2x. Okay, so basically you're dividing these by the number outside here. So 6x divided by 3 is 2x. And then minus 3 divided by 3, or go the other way, ask yourself, what do I need to multiply plus 3 by to give me minus 3? Minus 1. So minus 3 divided by plus 3 would be minus 1. Now, check that these 2 parentheses are the same as each other. Okay? In this case they are. Those are your inside factors. If they are not the same, then this is not going to work. Okay? These have to be the same as one another. In this case, we're lucky because they are the same as one another, and that means we can write them out once again. Now, I know they appear twice here, but we're going to write them out just once, one single time, 2x minus 1. So we put those inside factors into a single parenthesis. Okay? And then in the other parentheses, we're going to put the outside factors. So we're going to put the 4x squared, and the plus 3. Now the reason it's plus 3 is because we had a plus 3 here. The plus is very important. Plus 3. Those in green are the outside factors. And we're just calling them that. It's not an official name. You won't see it in the textbooks, but it's just useful for explanation. Okay. And this is our answer. Okay, this is our answer. If you want to check, use FOIL to check. Okay, and if we use FOIL to check these, FOIL, that'll be 2x times 4x squared. On the outsides we have 2x times plus 3. On the insides we have negative 1 times 4x squared. And in the last place in each we have negative 1 and plus 3. Well, 2x by 4x squared is 8x cubed. 2 by 4 is 8. X by x squared. Add the powers, 8x cubed. 2x by plus 3 is plus 6x. Negative 1 by 4x squared is minus 4x squared. And negative 1 by plus 3 is minus 3. Now, if you compare this to this, the original question, we can see that even though the order is different, 8x cubed minus 4x squared plus 6x minus 3, all the terms are the same, so the expressions are the same, and that means these are the correct factors. Okay, and that's another example wrapped up. Okay, we'll do one more of these. Thanks for watching again.